Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone from wherever you might be connecting, and welcome to the Emerald session on how to search and find quality research information. My name is Guido Smallachana. I'm the business manager for the Caribbean region, and on the call with us today as well, Tutila Aragal, our customer support manager for the same region. Thanks again for attending. So today what we'll be doing is, first of all, looking at who Emerald actually is. Then I'll show you what we offer, what kind of content we publish. And then I'll show you where to access that content and where to find it. And then finally, for those of you interested in publishing with us, we will show you some author tools and support services. Briefly about Emerald. So we were founded a little more than 50 years ago by a group of academics in the Bradford area, North England. One of them is actually Dr. Keith Howard, whose picture is up on the screen. Back in 2011, he received a distinction from the Queen for his and Emerald's contribution to the education, cultural, and science in the northern part of England. So we're very proud of that. Emerald is obviously a social science publisher with specialties in business, management, and economics. But we have been publishing very good content in the areas of education, engineering, health, and social care as well. So just to put some numbers on Emerald Publishing, we're a global publishing company. We have our Emerald Insights portal, which receives more than 100 million visitors a year. We have a network of 500,000 researchers that we work with. And our Emerald Insight platform, where all our content is hosted, gets more than 30 million article downloads a year. So regarding our content, then, in terms of the journals, we offer more than 309 journals at this stage. So journals in the fields of business, management, economics, engineering, computing, technology, and social sciences. We also have a growing collection of ebooks in those same areas as well, social sciences and business and management. And then we also have teaching cases that we provide. So those are business cases that are being used by business schools around the world and used in classes by professors to have a really good understanding of everyday situations in the business community and what the impacts are. And then finally, our latest product addition to the Emerald portfolio are expert briefings. Those are analysis of global events, so macroeconomic and geopolitical events happening around the world, and those news analyses put them into context for you. So all of this content is hosted on Emerald Insight, which is our actually award-winning platform. And I'm going to show you how that works and how you can access the quality research information that you're looking for on Emerald Insight. So let me now jump into the online Emerald Insight portal. There you go. So obviously you're working remotely. If you're working remotely, you go to the library webpage, and from the library webpage, you go to the Emerald database list. And once you're authenticated correctly, at the top left of your page, you will see a welcome message. And that welcome message is good enough for you to be able now to browse and search through Emerald Insight and also access the full text. But if you want more of a personalized and customized reading experience, we definitely recommend you to create a personal account, and that can be done at the top right, where you see the register button. You click on the button, you add in an email address and a password, then you will get an email confirming that account, and then simply you go to the login area, you put in that email address, that password, click on the login, and then you will be fully authenticated as a personal user in Emerald Insight. Great. The buttons at the top, I will explain them a little bit further on. So this is a landing page right here. From this landing page, this is where you can start doing your queries, your keyword searches. So remember to define and use your keyword searches very well. You can use here a combination of keywords or even a phrase if you want. So I'm going to look for a phrase, actually, sustainable business model. So let me go ahead and type that in. And as you can see, as I go typing along, we will get a drop down and this is what it's called predictive searching. It will show me ebooks in this case that contain the word sustainable. But I'm going to go directly to my phrase, sustainable business model. There you go. This is my search result page. As you can see, more than 44,000 results. On the top, you can see that the content is available. In other words, access to the full text is available to me as a user. This is an article, so a journal article. And this is obviously the link to the article itself. At the top here, the publication date. Below it, the authors of the publication. And this is an introduction into the summary. So to the right from that, there's direct links to the HTML and to the PDF version of this article. And at the top right, you can actually further find those results, if you will, and you can sort them by relevance, newest to oldest and oldest to newest. We'd open up this view summary and detail section and see the full abstract of this particular article. Nicely structured, the purpose, the design, the findings, and the originality. And on the right-hand side, we've got the publication that this article is published in. We've got the DOI, which is a link directly to the article, and also some keywords related to this particular article. Now, on the right-hand side, we've got some additional filters, access, year, and content type. The access one is the most important one. Like I mentioned at the beginning, we offer content in different formats, so journals, ebooks, case studies, and also the expert briefings. If you're lucky enough, the institution will subscribe everything for you. If you're unsure, we recommend you always click this button, only content that I have access to. And if you're only interested in only open access content, you click on that button there. Again, the year, you can pretty much filter down on the time frame, so the last week, the last month, or you can add specific year dates, and you can further filter down by content type, as you can see down here. Right, let's now go into the article itself. Let's click on this link. Again, this link will open up the HTML version of the article with the authors here at the top. This is Baltic Journal of Management. That is where the article is in. There's the publication date. And below there's the abstract, the full abstract. And on the left-hand side, a nice index so you can actually navigate through the entire online article. Below that, there's some keywords again associated with the article. And below that, and this might be very important if you want to cite this article, the citation. So here's your citation. And we also have a downloadable version of the citation in an RIS format, which will then feed into your bibliographical citation managers. On the right-hand side, a relatively new feature. These are related articles. So these are articles related to the one that we see on the screen right now. The top 3 articles are articles in Emerald publications, and the bottom 3 are articles in non-Emerald publications, because we've partnered with other publishers as well. So that's a great new feature that we have on the related articles. So that's everything in terms of the basic search. All right. So now to do an advanced search, there's actually 2 options to get there. One of them is here at the top right. You might have seen the advanced search button, and another option is to click on the logo at the top left. Let me click on that section there. Again, we're back at the initial start page with the search box. And then on the right below that, we have the advanced search option. So we click on that. And as you can see, in the advanced search query page, straight from the start, we can define what particular content type that we want to search in. So only journals or only books or case studies. Below that, you can enter your search terms, and we have added additional rows. So you can add search terms and use Boolean operators and or not as well. The search terms you can further refine in certain fields. And below that, you can define your date range. So let me go ahead and look for an article on tourism and pandemic and global. And say I'm only interested in articles from 2019 to the present tense. Click on the search. There you go. It will generate me 80 results. So again, with those queries. again, the link to the article. And on the right-hand side, again, we've got the additional filters that we can use. And say I'm only interested in articles, in journal articles, so I click on the articles right there. And this has narrowed the search down to 16 articles. Right, so if you look at this first article, seems like an interesting article published in March 2019. And on the right-hand side, you can see this colorful donut. So that is altmetrics. And altmetrics, essentially what they do is they look at the number of times this particular article is cited in the digital space, so on the internet, whether this article is mentioned on the Wikipedia page, whether somebody tweets about it, if it's used in a social research forum like Mendeley, and so forth. So that's what altmetrics do. They are actually not alternative to the traditional citation methods, but more complementary to them. And if you click on this donut here, it will open up the page. This is from the altmetrics organization page itself, and it will show you where this particular article has been cited. So in this case, on an online news outlet, on a Twitter account, somebody's tweeted about it, and 9 users and Mendeley are talking about this. So that's another nice way to see what the impact is and what the discussions are being held on the internet about this particular article. So interesting feature here as well. So that is the advanced search. So now let me head back to the landing page. So as I mentioned now, we showed you the basic search, the advanced search. I showed you how to apply the filters. Now some information about what we can see here at the top right. So at the top right, obviously we're signed in as a personal user. So this gives me an overview here of my saved searches, my profile, and my products. That's an interesting link I just want to touch on. So this section of my products shows me a list of all the collections that are subscribed by my institution, your institution in this case. So for example, you have your e-case collection. You click on this link here, and this will show you all the cases within this e-case collection in this case. So that's what you can do at my products. If you want just to explore the entire portfolio of products that we offer as Emerald, and you click on the Export Our Content button. So we have here the direct access to the journals. So this will give you a listing of all the journals that we currently have available, which are the 309 journals. There you go. Another option is obviously the books. Same situation there. Another option are the case studies. As I mentioned, we offer a couple of thousand business case studies. We have one grand collection, which is called the e-case collection. And 2 parts of those collections, there's actually 3. One of them is the emerging market case studies, which is actually a very popular collection of business cases, because they're business cases about business situations in developing economies and emerging markets. So it's very appealing to countries outside of North America and Europe. Then we also have a journal, which is specifically aimed at cases. It's called the Case Journal. And also we have partnered with a couple of prestigious universities around the world, like Kellogg's, University of Virginia, even University of Ahmedabad in India, Fudan University in China. And we also host their business cases on our Emerald platform. So it's actually a great way, for example, if you have a professor and wants to discuss emerging market cases with the students, clicks on this link right there, and this will automatically take me to the search engine within the business cases. Right, so I can click on any of these links to the business cases, and it will actually show me the business case as such, and with a link directly to the business case. That's what you can do in Explore Our Content. Furthermore, in Explore Our Content, we have expert briefings, which I mentioned earlier, are news analysis of geopolitical and macroeconomic events happening around the world, and we post them on a daily basis. So again, as you can see, these are all postings of today. So those are very interesting addition as well to the Emerald product portfolio. Finally, we also have a link to our open access portal at Emerald. We're also very committed to the open access movement. We already have more than 3,000 articles published in open access. So this is a nice link, which will take you directly to that initiative. So we showed you the basic search, the advanced search. I showed you where you can find specific content, especially content that's subscribed by your institution. Now, if you're interested in publishing with us, we have great news and services for you there. So if you scroll to the bottom section of the Emerald Insight platform, there's several links to the author page. If you're a librarian, what I normally do is I normally go to the Emerald Publishing corporate webpage. There you go. This is a recently revamped webpage. It's all very nice. So at the top parts, you can see all the services that we offer. So again, these are the same ones that you saw at Emerald Insight. So if you're looking for services for an author, click on that link, and we can see all these different tiles. So each of these tiles will just give obviously a different service. So if you're just particularly interested in looking at a particular journal, on the Find a Journal link, and if you're looking at, you can filter by subject. Let's say I'm only interested in tourism and hospitality management journals. It's a nice journal here. The cover, Contemporary Hospitality Management. We click on that journal, and it will open up this entire page for me. And this holds a description of the particular publication with the aim and scope of the journal. So it's always very important for you to know what the journal is about, to see if your paper that you want to publish with them is relevant for them. You've got a link to the editorial team. There's information about the author guidelines. So these are all the steps that are needed before, before publishing your paper in this particular journal. So what are the author responsibilities, our publishing ethics, and towards the bottom, we've got information about preparing your submission. So these are the technical parts. So what technical requirements do you have to adhere to for your paper, obviously, to get accepted for this particular publication? We've also got calls for papers themselves. So every journal has calls for papers. So you can view them there, and the index and the ranking. So you can see how these publications are ranked as well. So that's a very interesting section right there for those who are interested in publishing with us. And then finally, if you are maybe a librarian on the call, and you have Emerald products for your academic users, and there's a link here, which is librarians, which will take me to a site. There's all those different sections on how to promote the resources, your library resources. There's market materials. We actually even also prepared a Librarian Toolkit, which holds all different guides on ranging from user guides to if you have any issues with the authentication process and so forth. So we would definitely recommend you to check out our Emerald corporate website. We'll leave those links with you as well. And, actually, leave those links with you at this particular time. Will be the next slide. There you go. So this was briefly what I wanted to talk to you about and show you how you can use the Emerald Insight platform to search for the content that you're looking for. Hope you enjoyed it. Here on the top right, you can actually see the playlist that we have on YouTube on where we will place this webinar, and where you can also a few other webinars that we have conducted over the last couple of weeks. This is a link here to our corporate website, the one I just showed you. And then finally, we are present on Facebook. And if you have any other questions for us, to myself, Guido Swalganger, or to my colleague Tutila Regau, then we're more than happy to help you. So thank you all very much for your attention, for your time, and stay safe wherever you are. And we hope to be connecting with you soon at some point. Thank you very much, and have a fantastic day.